taking your second opinions. You know it? This is VAR, Video Assistant Referee. If you're ready, we are ready. Adeni Adebanjo joins. My name is Anthony Mbeumo. Let's talk about something very, very controversial, something that divides opinion, something very, very topical. Adeni, good morning and welcome.
Yeah, thank you very much. Good morning to you, Anthony Mbeumo. Good morning, everybody.
It looks like every weekend, particularly in England, there's a VAR decision that divides at the fan base. We want to talk about what happened last night at Old Trafford, because people are saying this, people are saying that. Let's take our cue from Manchester United legend Gary Neville. Perplexed. He was stunned. He was confused. There was a decision yesterday at the pitchside monitor. Something happened. There was an incident, and that incident had shades of handball. There was a cross from Diego Dalot. Ball appeared to hit Brian Mbeumo around his midsection, and then, of course, hit his hand. Ultimately, Mateus Cunha converted the effort. It was a goal. The referee did not disallow the goal, even though he went to review the incident via VAR.
Yeah.
That has left the football community divided. Ex-players, players are saying that it should have been disallowed. Some are saying that it was a goal. The excuse or the reason was that it was not deliberate handball. Should that goal have stood?
My VAR says yes, absolutely. I think that would have been the easiest call for any referee to make. The law is pretty clear on
that kind of handball.
That sort of situation, yes. That scenario plays very well into what the provisions of the IFAB Rule 12 states as far as handball is concerned. The ball ricochets or deflects off the body of a player and hits the player's hand. If it's not intentional, and from what we can deduce, I mean, if you go back and see the video again, you'd notice Brian Mbeumo actually trying to move, or was moving his hand away from
and
the
again
football.
The hand was in a natural
and it was
position.
in a natural position. I heard you yesterday on air on Football Live, yourself and Jose. In fact, you had called.
I knew it was
a goal. I mean, like I said, that's the clearest situation ever. You don't compare that to the West Ham Arsenal game for any reason, because that was wrought with all sorts of inconsistencies from the referee. In the case of Brian, I think that, and then also
if you have pundits and they have ex-players,
and that's why
coaches,
that's why I think
making all this noise.
Did we also was it last week as well? There was another situation where the referee was pretty clear on something happened. I think it was inside the box. There was
so it was in the Champions League.
That was
Arsenal. It was last month.
Yeah.
Arsenal versus Atletico Madrid. Where was it?
So
the player played the ball, and the ball hit the arm of a team.
Yeah. PSG was a PSG game.
Okay, it was PSG.
Yes, it was a PSG game.
PSG Bayern in the Champions League.
The laws are very, very clear, and unfortunately, you have a lot of people who
make noise.
I
don't know the law.
Know who do not want to avail themselves with the rule book. They go by the fact, say, I played this game before, or my name big, and so on. And so you go on air and you start making claims. For whatever reason, Gary Neville said what he said yesterday. I think he was just trying to be an apologist. I don't know, making it not be like, oh, I talk for the Arsenal game, I don't come talk for this one. There was nothing wrong with the referee's call, and Salisbury, of course, insisting on sticking with his first decision. It didn't even take him too long to decide on what that situation with Brian Mbeumo was about. And then assuming that Brian, so there's this provision in the law. Say for instance the handball was intentional, or the ball had come off Brian Mbeumo's hand and entered the net,
handball.
Then it will be handball. But so not just those small things about the law. Yeah, if you say not clear, but that situation yesterday was as clear as daylight. I don't see anything wrong with that, man. So my VAR says, the referee got it right. It was a goal.
Well, Gary Neville was making plenty of noise. Say the referee no sabi work, blah 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 blah. Apparently, some of them don't even know the rules of the game, and now then they make some of these referees, look bad. The Arsenal one now, some people could not agree that it was a foul. This one again, he said disallowed the goal. Say the referee should have gone to the pitch side monitor and disallowed the goal. So let's take it to you out there. should the referee have disallowed the goal? Hello.
Good morning, Oji and Anthony.
Good
Yes,
morning.
good morning.
Good morning.
Oh, Colin.
Go on.
It's not a goal now. Okay, but that's about it. I watch football. I don't know the rules exactly. I don't know. But I've seen situations several times where any ball that is there, whether it's deliberately or not, and leads to a goal, it is removed. Why is the bar go clear out the match to come and check it? And the bar people there not also very clear. They don't know the rules. I've seen it several times now. When they move that the ball touches the hand, deliberately or not, that leads to a goal. It's been qualified several times before.
That's not what the rule says, though.
Let me finish. That hand affect the trajectory of the ball.
So have you seen the rules?
Go and read.
Have you seen the rules?
I don't know about the
Yeah, you should read. You should read. If you want to make this argument.
Okay. Let me read the rules for you.
If you want to make this argument, then you should understand the law in the first instance. Don't say you don't care about it.
So let me tell you what the rule says. A handball offense is not committed when a player heads, kicks, or plays the ball with another part of their body and it then hits their own hand or arm. It is not handball. But then it is handball if the ball goes directly into the opponent's net. If Brian Mbeumo had touched that ball, the ball can't touch in hand and it can't enter the net, or the player or Brian Mbeumo has scored after the ball touching hand na handball. But in this case, the ball no fall for Brian Mbeumo. Brian Mbeumo play one shot, Nottingham Forest player block the ball can't fall kindly for Mateus Cunha, in can score. That's what the law says. So if you dey play ball now, the ball touch your chest, can't go touch your hand, then they not can score. You not can score, not be handball. But if you score, na handball. That's the technicality of the law. So it is very, very important for these ex-players and even these coaches to know what in them they talk. Hello. Hello. Good morning.
My name is Ripa.
Go on.
Yeah, well, my own player is saying that ball should have been disallowed. That goal should have been disallowed.
Why?
If you can review fouls before goals have been scored, even outside the box, so why can't that ball be reviewed? Judging from the fact that it was in the opponent box, and also it was an attacking.
But can you talk slowly? Your line they break. I know they hear you well.
Okay, what I'm saying is, I really have that goal should have been disallowed.
Why?
We have seen several instances that goals are disallowed simply because they are committed out to that goal, even outside the box 18. So why would you foul the inside the box 18? And you say because it is other part of the body before hitting the arm, but if you went straight into the net, the foul.
Okay, but your line is breaking. I hope you can call us back. Maybe use another line. Call us back. I'm trying to understand your reasoning.
So if people want a rule change, that's a different thing. To say also that you've seen it happen many times and the call was given as a handball, that's also not because the rule has changed. The rule still be the rule. Referees fit make mistakes, and we know it happen many times. And some decisions, yes, can still be contested. Like in
which is clearer now? Is it this one or the one between Bayern and PSG, where a Bayern player played the ball and the ball hits the hand of a teammate? Because a lot of people everybody was saying penalty.
It was Vitinha's clearance or attempt to clear the ball that came off his own teammates. See, the two are the same thing. Now, a question of understanding within the law.
But there was public outrage.
Yes.
Because no penalty was given. Maybe because people don't like PSG.
No, also I think it's because a lot of football fans are just too invested in the game itself without concerning themselves about
we're talking about ex-players,
even those ones. And so sometimes it sounds like travesty when you say footballers don't really know football that much. A lot of them, and so you go
like they think they know.
Yes, like they think they know. They don't know. And sometimes when you sit down for front of camera, you simply just want You want to increase the views, you want to increase engagement, and so you go make certain.
And this thing when you talk is very deep.
Outlandish statements. Them. So, but
it's very, very deep. Say footballers don't know the football like they think they know.
And not be just footballers, even athletes generally, even for your sports, you fit know your sports as much as you think say you know because
you just be athletes.
Yes, you just be athletes. Some people now savant, they understand, they know the game, they read the game, then they study the game. You fit no read books, but you don't see instances, you don't get conversations with people who do the law. Avail yourself, that kind.
They read the law. Yeah. They know the law.
Now why also some athletes they end up getting banned for using substance, right?
But they don't know.
Substance, because they don't know. And you supposed to know. Whether you hire a personal trainer or you rely on a team doctor to give you.
Do you know how many people got that call? That call. PSG Bayern. You know how many footballers, ex-footballers,
even coaches, even the Bayern mini coach, Vincent Company on the
night. Play ball to the highest level.
See, there was something that happened many years ago.
I did watch the match yesterday, and I was shouting, "Say this ball are good."
Yeah. I was listening. I listened to the show.
So because first of all, in hand, where you go put your hand?
Yeah.
Where you go put in hand? The ball not touch in hand first. The ball touching, and then if you see the proximity, where you want put in hand? You go cut in hand, come out.
Some things.
And the referee, according to the referee, he said it was purely accidental. But Gary Neville, maybe not because of the views and the comments, he won't go with the bandwagon. If you don't play the game, sometimes use the law. Take educate.
Not even these days where if he hit voice commands and it go bring out
the law and you go explain
them to you. And you go fit see before you go outside go make comments. When Jose Mourinho tell Frank Lampard, I think it was John Terry and another defender that Gary Cahill stay on the floor or stay on the ground in a situation where the opponent was supposed to take a throw-in or a corner kick, that once the referee, I don't know why they don't change that rule now. Once the referee realize, say, two players needing medical attention, they on the floor for a particular team, then go stop play. This was when his team was under the barrage of the opponent's attack, and he told the player, just go down. That now a man with the keep himself.
So the rule now be say if not be head injury, the referee is not compelled.
Yeah, so this was many years
compelled because they also look at player safety. What do you think say not be serious thing? If it be serious thing, if not head injury, player fit die. Stop the game.
Would I even see him happen? Was it last season or this season?
Stop the game immediately.
For the Premier League where the referee ignored a player who was visibly injured. Yeah, injured on the pitch. So just like no means say it is wrong. However, this football, as every season, every single game we see, things they occur.
Now there's a new rule now. Say if you walk out of the pitch, red card.
Yeah. So as these things they occur, the people where they write the law, where they review the law, go sit down, they'll go consider them again. Is it fair to say that when a player in that situation with Brian Mbeumo did yesterday, hand touch, but whether intentional or not intentional, is it fair to say that the ball can still be in play when normally even if that hand the ball hit internet, then go rule on for a handball? Like those kind of things need change. Now waiting now all these reviews now lead to waiting as a Wenger they recommend to them, we then go start to the trial now from next season that until the player's entire body don't cross the line,
not be offside.
Yeah, not be offside.
Let's take let's look at trends afterwards. Let's look at trends. Stay with us.